Right, here's something for you Fitbit fans out there. Today we're looking at the Fitbit Charge 6. Been a long time since I've worn a Fitbit actually, so I was quite interested to see what impact the fact that Google's ownership of Fitbit, which has really settled in over the last couple of years, has had on the Fitbit design ethos and their general ecosystem. And interestingly, we've actually lost some features, but we've gained others. So anyway, aesthetically, this is the porcelain and silver version. You can also get one in black. I think they call it graphite actually, and no, it might be obsidian. One of those dark metals, dark rocks anyway. And then there's a coral one as well, and different coloured casings as well as the silver casing here. Something that they've really got right over the last few years. Used to be terrible with Fitbits. It was very hard to change the straps if you wore one out or wanted to replace it with a different look. These days, it's very simple. There's just a little thing that you pull there, and the band comes off. It comes with two sizes of these in the box, so you don't have to worry about whether you're buying a big one or a little one. There's an option there for you in the box, and then it's so easy that just literally fits back on. Just like that, just pushes back on and it's done. That's got a lot better with Fitbit. Something else that's got better with Fitbit, just as I put this on, if I just show you that this particular style of band is very secure because you feed it through one hole, poke that thing through a hole and then poke that through there, and then it's not going anywhere. Another thing that has really changed for the better is the reliability of connectivity. Like the notifications and the Bluetooth connectivity between the Fitbit and your phone just seems to be super secure and reliable, and you get the notifications come through nice and quick now. So that's great. Unfortunately, we've lost a feature. We don't have a media controller on this anymore, which means it's kind of like less of a smartwatch to me and more of just an activity tracker. So you used to be able to, play, pause, skip, whatever it was that you were playing on your phone, what you were listening to on your phone, and we don't have that anymore. They do sort of have one. They have a YouTube Music specific controller, which is great if you use YouTube Music, but if you don't, you're out of luck. And it's that kind of pushy, brand specific user software experience that I really I find that frustrating. But anyway, on the bright side, if I can just show you that, here we go, get it in a shot. So here we have, you get a selection of faces, of course, we can change those around. But we've got Google Maps there, so that will give you turn-by-turn navigation when you open Google Maps up on your phone. And also one thing that I really like about the addition of the Google overlords being in control of Fitbit now is that with a double press we can open Google Wallet, but it's a bit tricky. In order to open that, you've got to do this pin thing, so I'll just do that out of shot so you don't know what my pin is unless you can figure out by my rolling. But as you can see, this is not a quick process. You only have to do this every so often. It sort of forgets that you've done it, when you take it off, when you put it back on, and after you've been wearing it a while. Now it tells me I've put the incorrect pin in. So you can see how frustrating it is. On other smartwatches, they do this with a number pad on screen, but of course the screen's not really quite big enough for that here. So let's just try it again. I'll give it one more go and then I'll give up, because I'm sure that this is really compelling viewing, but I just really wanted to show you how it is a bit annoying to put that your pin in, but you have to do that because it won't let you. There you go, there's my credit card. Now you know the last four numbers of my credit card. But yes, so that's cool. Anyway, that works really well for contactless payments. I was surprised. how well that works just on an activity tracker like this. So that's good. When you're out and about, you can stop at the cafe on your way back from your walk and still pay for your coffee and your muffin with PayWave. So that's fantastic. And there's a lot to like about this. I mean, for example, I think you can see straight away just how clear the display is, and that's only on a medium brightness setting as well. I've found in the past that Fitbits can be a bit difficult to see when you're out in bright sunshine, but this one is easy to see. And yeah, I like the display. As usual with Fitbit, I really like the way that it tracks your exercise. It tracks a lot of different exercises. It can track your exercise automatically. You don't have to fire it off manually, for the more common exercises. And it really clearly shows these things like your pace and your heart rate and all that good stuff. You can get lap. You can customize how big your laps are and get a lap notification when you go through every K or every 400 meters or whatever you want to do. All of that good stuff that we know and love from Fitbit. There are a couple of other interesting features on here as well. So if I could just swipe through, we've got your ECG there. So that can give you a little indication if you're prone to heart disturbances. It'll tell you if you have got a normal heart rhythm, if there's something that you need to go to a doctor to get checked out. There's an EDA scan there, your timer, your alarm, of course. I like to wear one of these to bed because it's got a silent vibrating alarm, and it's nice and comfortable to wear in bed. Very good sleep tracking as well, of course. And then you get that alarm just on your wrist, and anybody else who happens to be in the bed with you, hopefully not disturbed. And then your exercise as well, of course. So we can access things like the sleep mode. Oh, this is a new thing too. We've got this heart rate on equipment setting. So now you can connect your Fitbit to various different exercise machines, or you might have a Peloton bike or a Zwift bike. You can now use this for your heart rate monitoring thanks to a Bluetooth connection there. So that's pretty good news too. So those are your sort of general settings. And if we go the other way, there's all our stats and things, and we now also have a readiness score here as well. So what that does is that after you've worn the Fitbit for 4 days in a row, it'll take into account your general sort of activity and your habits and things, and then it will figure out when you've done some exercise when you're ready to do some more. I did 20,000 steps the other day because I went and watched a marathon. I didn't go in the marathon, I just watched it, and still did manage to do 10,000 steps watching the marathon. Then I walked the dog later on the day, and that was another 10,000 steps. By the time I got home, the Fitbit was telling me, no more exercise for you, buddy. You need to wait for a bit. So that's all useful stuff. So all in all, for such a little thing, it is still quite feature packed, but I still wouldn't call it a smartwatch, particularly given that we've lost the ability to control the media. You do get notifications that do come through fast, but you can't reply to anything. So yeah, it's not really a two-way operation. But other than that, it works really well. I don't know if I would say that it's value for money, because it is one of the more expensive trackers in this sort of form factor. But you do get that proven Fitbit durability, reliability, and that Google design for that money. So if you're a Fitbit fan, this might be the upgrade you've been waiting for.